I see two kinds of news mainly. The first is they say XYZ company is firing so many people, and I think that triggers people ki are we going into a depression? Will something go wrong? वहाँ पे war हो रहा है, कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं हो जाएगी? And the second kind of news that I see is that markets fall in XYZ, itna crore has been wiped off. So you all know what I say. The news is there to create noise and not actually give facts. So let's forget about the news for a minute and just look where the money is at. Because लोग जहाँ पे पैसा लगा रहे हैं, जहाँ इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, that is the truth. Everything else is nonsense. Yeah, भाव भगवान छे, price is king. Let's see what we have over here. On my screen, I can see NASDAQ 100. And what I'll do is I'll shift to the monthly chart. Bam. Okay, so it's very simple. When you look at a chart like this, all you have to do is I open the 50-day moving average just to show ki mean kahan revert hoga. Where will the mean revert? And you can see every time the market has fallen, we come near that that mean number and then we reverse from there, right? So right over here. And we are right at support. Now this is very interesting. If you have a notepad, you should write this down. Monthly chart NASDAQ on support. And let me just see what you're typing in the chat. Hi those Jigar, hi Subhadeep Nandi, 10 points for consistency. Okay, thank you so much. I hope that wasn't sarcastic, but okay. So basically it's bullish on the monthly chart. And then I'll open weekly chart, dekhte hain. Boom, this is the weekly chart. इसमें बहुत एक simple line है over here. You can see that this is a support area. We have a line there. This is also a support zone. But you know what's interesting? Weekly chart में you'll notice that we have this engulfing pattern. ये दिख रहा है आपको? Now I know engulfing means low and high ko it has to cover, but if you just see the bodies, right, it's actually engulfed the previous weeks at support on monthly and weekly. So this is actually a good thing. Kira says, hi, Nupur says hi. How to trade indices? So a simple way to trade an index is to buy the index. You can buy an index fund. You can buy the NASDAQ 100 fund. You can buy the Nifty 50 index fund. And that's the easiest way to do it. Another way is an ETF. India mein ETF ka exchange traded fund means you can just open your broker ka watch list and add it and trade it like a stock. But India mein thoda liquidity ETFs ko utna great nahi hai jitna abroad hai. So I hope I answered your question. Kira said thank you if I answered your question. So we have this bullish over here. I won't open the daily charts because it's too less. But NASDAQ is bullish on a longer time frame. Okay? Now let's see what we see for the Dow Jones index. Remember the Dow Jones index बहुत old है, बहुत सालों से है. And you have older companies, non-tech companies on this. And do you see this? यहाँ पे same moving average on a monthly chart. It is right at the monthly chart. ये corona crash था, यहीं से reverse हुआ था last time. And इसको शायद piercing pattern कहते हैं. And there was a bullish up move, and we're right at that support zone, monthly chart पे. If I open the weekly chart, you will notice कि same support zone यहाँ पे draw किया हुआ है. Support, again you have support on the weekly chart, and it's an engulfing pattern, which is bullish. So number one, NASDAQ is bullish on monthly, weekly. Dow Jones is bullish on monthly, weekly. Why I'm saying bullish is because it's at support, at long-term support. Generally, इसको अच्छा माना जाता है. Let me see if you write anything, if you've written anything on the chat. Sorry, how to trade US indices. Find a broker which allows you to trade in the US. I think there's some apps which allow you to do that. Make sure it's a good app. And buy the index through a mutual fund. That's one way to do it. Hope I answered your question, Kira. Great. So I want you to type in the chat, or if you're watching the comments over here, write in the comments if you're watching recording that Dow Jones Index and NASDAQ both are at support bullish on monthly, weekly charts. Khatam? Okay. Now let's see UK. Now you can look at the FTSE as well, but I'm looking at this index over here, which is the FTSE 100. It's FTSE, but people pronounce it FTSE. Kind of funny, but that's how it's pronounced. So let's start with the monthly charts. Monthly chart को देखोगे, and पहले तो when you see this, you will thank God. ये कुछ अजीब खुल गया. 1 minute. Okay, this is a CFD. Something is wrong here. But this chart doesn't look right, Sharma sir? Have you seen this? This looks a bit off. So okay, we'll skip Europe for now. but this looks something off. It says capital com. I think something's wrong over here. But I want to say that UK is also bullish if I open the right chart, and US is also bullish. Okay. Now let's look at Nifty. Are you guys ready for Nifty? And I'll read your chat over here. I can see how to find top stocks with good liquidity in options, stock options. So Jigar Sharma sir is going to come and talk about that towards the end of the session, not now. Options trading guy says, I'm investing in semiconductor stocks, Nvidia, Marvel, TSMC, Broadcom. I am from semiconductor industry. Oh, that's interesting, option trader. If you could actually DM us on or send us an email saying that you're from the semiconductor industry, we'd love to have you maybe on board over here, and you could tell us some research about semiconductor. We'd love that. DM us on Instagram and yeah, say hi Prateek, hi Arpana, and we'll talk back. No problem, Advan. Love you too. Let's look at Nifty. Do you notice this? Nifty is very interesting, okay? The world is falling towards this blue line over here. That's the monthly index. Okay. The monthly time frame of our 50 moving average. But Nifty तो उतना गिरा ही नहीं. तो सबसे पहले बोलो जय हिंद. देखो सबसे पहले तो जय हिंद. India is not as leveraged as our UK and our European and our US counterparts. They have a lot of leverage, which is why they fell a lot more, right? Panic जब वहाँ पे होता है, because it's leverage, the amount is higher, it falls faster. इंडिया में उल्टा ही हो रहा है यार. इंडिया में थोड़ा सा गिरा, न्यूज़पेपर ने सोचा ग्लोबल मार्केट्स गिर रहे हैं, हम भी लिख देते हैं. And it's so weird, right? Does this look like a fall to you guys? Look at this damn screen. Look at that beautiful move up. Look at that beautiful move down. ये जो last छोटा सा वो red bar दिख रहा है, चुप little पिद्दी सा वो छोटा सा. Does that look like a crash to you? Does that look like website should be saying markets have fallen a lot? This is all nonsense, okay? I actually went to get क्या गाड़ी की टायर की हवा थोड़ी कम हो गई थी, ठीक है? So I went to this place and I said, भैया हवा भरवा दो. And while he was doing this, I was having small talk with the owner of this mechanic shop. And I said, काम कैसा, धंधा कैसे चल रहा है? He said, global markets गिर रहे हैं, India भी गिर रहा है, तो effect तो पड़ता है. People are not buying. But if you look at it, India has not fallen that much. So I think people believe in news more than actually what's happened. So the next time someone says, अरे markets बहुत गिन गए इंडिया में, यार ये खोल के उसको बताओ छोटा सा red bar दिख रहा है, that's the fall. And the green bar that's fallen, that's this month, the market's already recovering. Anyway, we have what is this called? A flag which has broken out and has taken support. Let me open the weekly charts to show you what I mean. So look at my mouse. This is the flag ka upper line, ऐसे, and there's a flag ka lower line. And the markets broke out over here from the flag, went up, came down, touched the support and going up. Now the beauty is monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish because that line. We also have a support zone over here. And if you look at candlesticks, there is actually a hammer and sort of a hammer. The next bar is actually engulfed that previous hammer. This is pretty good if you ask me. This is also bullish. So in summary, Dow Jones index is bullish. NASDAQ is bullish. The FTSE is bullish. Nifty is also bullish. This probably sets the stage for a global recovery in the weeks to come. Cool. I think that's interesting. I can see everyone. Long India says Vasant Joshi. Yeah, and Nupur Palak and Advan Pro said Jai Hind. Super. Great. So this is Nifty. Now let's look at some other indices. This is Bank Nifty. Do you notice how exactly the same it is? There's a breakout from this range. It's come back to that range. It's going up. We have this support zone over here. Markets broke out from here, have come down, come back to that resistance, which has now become support. There's some polarity happening. And there's a candlestick reversal. Also looks like a reversal. Advan says, bro, market bullish kab hoga? Matlab, abhi to support mil gaya hai, so it should be bullish in the weeks to come. I'll also say, if I go back to Nifty, if we break, okay, 1 minute, let Nifty note. If we break this point at 15,200, which is very far from right now, it's 2,000 points away. If we break 15,000, then yes, then we are in a depression, we are in a market that will continue to fall for a long period of time. Will that happen or not? No one knows. Obviously, there has to be an extreme event for that to happen. If that happens, at that point, the entire bull run is over and this massive 2-year bear market will start. But it seems like the probability of that happening, at least now, is low. Maybe if we start falling, the probability starts increasing, but not yet. Let's look at CNX IT, which is the IT index. And I have another, 4 minutes, guys, before Sharma sir comes in. We have a hard stop at this 18:45. Okay, this is the weekly. Actually, let's start with the monthly chart, CNX IT. Everyone knows over here. I want you to look at the chart over here. Monthly chart. It's a long-term up move. Every time the market has touched this blue line, which is the moving average, I feel the likeliness of us touching this blue line or coming near it, coming near the average is high because we overextended last time. So what do you think is going to happen, guys? Put it in the chat. Say, I think markets are going to come closer to the blue line, which is our moving average. So in my opinion, that's what's going to happen. And then we'll reverse from there. Although you look at the weekly charts, you'll see that we're already sitting on a support zone right here, right? So I was talking to Sharma sir right before this, and he was like, I don't think, Prateek, the market's going to come down. It actually looks like it's taken support, and the market should reverse from here. So we have opposing views on that. But overall, both of us are bullish a little longer term, like a few months from now. So that's the opinion right there. Your setup for session is excellent. Normally, stock market sessions are dull background. Thanks, Rajiv Bansal. We really try to keep it to the point. It's very easy for us to make a 1.5 hour long live by saying, hello, dosto, aaj hum padhenge. But we don't want to do that. We want to make it a little better. We want to make it faster. So I don't waste your time, and you can put nice things. So if you like these live sessions, please put some encouraging words. Hum thoda aur karenge isko. So that's my opinion on Nifty IT. Let's look at Nifty Auto. Auto is interesting, okay? Now, I love this about, yeah, there was school mein we had that spring we would play with, and the spring would open up and close it. And we used to have that rang-biranga, round thing. We would turn it around, it would do this. I don't know what it's called, slinky, I think. We used to call it a slinky in Malaysia. And what that does is this potential energy that needs to be expanded, right? So over here, we have this range over here for auto. So this market moving sideways, this is the range. And market actually broke out from that range right here. You see that? And it went up and came down. And now it's already reversing. So if the market reverses from here, it can be a very powerful move up. So weekly charts pe basically in one line, Nifty Auto is actually already bullish. Let's see what happens there. And then we see monthly charts. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, so monthly is very clear. It's been moving up. It's taking a rest. It's likely to continue. So this is also, bullish. And you have Digvijay Kale saying, Kale saying, Sir, credit card से LearnApp join करने का option कब शुरू होगा? अरे सर आप जाओ वहाँ पे credit card का option आता है. Problem है तो phone करो, contact us पे जाओ. Of course है. Thoughts on Wipro. Good to see you live, says Preeti Rathi. Good to see you here live with us too, Preeti. I will talk about Wipro in just a bit. Let me open CNX. What's next? Pharma. Dude, I love how markets do the same thing all the time. So, abhi tak whatever we've seen, they're all bullish. If you look at Pharma, you'll see that on the monthly chart, yeah, it's just in an uptrend. And I'm a trend person because we can't predict where the market can go, but we can know whether the trend is up or not, right? So if you look at the weekly also, I guess it's still an uptrend. So no opinion on Pharma, to be honest. Yeah, so no opinion on my side. I'll quickly open Wipro, and then we will have Sharma sir over here for 3-4 minutes, and we'll end the session. I'll open the stocks. Wipro, let's see what we have over here. Okay, weekly, no opinion on weekly. Weekly is actually a downtrend for Wipro. And yeah, no opinion on Wipro, man. I think it moved up a lot. And over here, you might have to look on the fundamental side. It's not a beautiful trend. Look at that. Like it's like this. You don't want that kind of volatility. There are a lot better stocks out there. Anyway, we were looking at global markets this time. Please give me suggestions on what you want us to cover in these sessions next time, so we can make the session better. So please type as much as you can. I'm reading. Meanwhile, we have Sharma sir over here who will take over. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks a lot, Prateek sir, for a detailed market analysis. I'll quickly do a micro level analysis for short-term levels for the next week. So if we go and check out Nifty over here, I'll check out the weekly chart very quickly. What stands out for me is this hammer kind of formation last week, and these levels 16,800 levels were rejected, which were held this week also. So these are very good levels, and we can see 18,000 levels tested very soon if these levels hold. Similar thing on Bank Nifty, we have these levels 37,400 levels being rejected by this price action, which were held this week also. So we can expect 41,000 levels to be tested very soon, and if this level falls, then of course we can have a downtrend. So this is a very important level, and I'll show you something very interesting in Nifty which happened this week, a very near-term support which you can look out for. On the hourly levels, you see the 17,200 levels broke on Tuesday, and if you see the option chain, so 17,200 has the biggest open interest change and very nice open interest buildup. So 17,200 levels are very nice short-term levels on Nifty to watch out for. Thank you guys for joining us this week on the market analysis. See you next week in a much detailed and very fun market analysis. Good day.